173 4.5 The Old Man and the Sea, Book Review. Warming up. 1. Pair up with your partner and answer the following questions. A. Which animal would you relate yourself to and why? B. Do you have a hero or a role model to look up to? Who is he/she? C. Do you have a passion you would fight for? Why? D. What is meant by a review? E. Have you ever read any book review? If yes, which one? If no, make it a point to read one. 2. Make a list of famous novels of Ernest Hemingway. 2 are given to you. 1. A Farewell to Arms. 2. For Whom the Bell Tolls. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. Ernest Miller Hemingway was a famous American novelist, short story writer and journalist. Make a list of other famous American novelists. Complete the web filling the boxes with the names of famous American novelists. Famous American novelists: Ernest Hemingway. 174 The Old Man and the Sea, Book Review. An old and experienced Cuban fisherman has a run of terrible bad luck and is unable to catch any fish for 84 days. His young and devoted apprentice, Manolin, has been forced by his parents to start working with another fisherman. The old man resolves to sail out farther than all the other fishermen and attempt to catch the really big fish. On the 85th day he succeeds in hooking a marlin with his bait, but the marlin is too strong for him and starts pulling the boat. The Old Man and the Sea is the story of the old man's struggle with the marlin and his later battle against sharks. Social/historical context: Hemingway's novel is based on real events and it also draws heavily on his own life. He had experience of fishing in the Cuban waters, and like the old man he was also a fan of baseball. He worked for the Red Cross during the First World War and was injured by shrapnel when he was in Italy. Hemingway always talks about the need to struggle against defeat or death and how determination and endurance can help one to win in this struggle. The old man is at the end of the novel very near death, but we know that the story of his suffering and loss will live on in the memories of the people of his village. Ultimately, his story becomes one of triumph because the tales of his life will live on even after his death. The novel was published in 1952, when people were trying to recover from the 175 leader's apprentice, a person who works for another in order to learn a trade. El Marlin, a large saltwater fish with an elongated body and a spear-like snout. El Shrapnel, small pieces of metal that fly during an explosion of a bomb/weapon to hurt people. El Rod, brought about. El Pithy, brief, full of vigor. El Formidable, causing fear. Mass destruction wrought by the 2 world wars, and this tale of endurance and ultimate triumph immediately struck a chord with the readers. Writing style: Hemingway's language is simple and pithy. He mostly writes in short and straightforward sentences and practices an extreme economy in his use of words. This simplicity is deceptive, and a reader can read his work again and again and find new layers of meaning every time. My thoughts: I first read this novel years ago, when I did not understand it at all and was left unimpressed. In spite of this, a vivid image remained with me: an old man holding onto his fishing line with the last of his strength. Recently I read this book again and was extremely moved. The formidable strength of the old man's character, the quiet devotion of the empathetic Manolin, and the relationship between the two are heartwarming. Hemingway's descriptions of the sea and the creatures of the water are beautiful. The marlin fights for its life desperately, and it's hard to know whether our sympathies should lie with the old man or with the marlin. But as the novel progresses, the old man and the marlin are inseparably linked because both stand for the same ideal, that is, a noble struggle against destruction. English Workshop 1. Read the passage and name the following. A. Young and devoted apprentice. B. The place where Hemingway had experience of fishing. C. That which Hemingway was injured by, during First World War. D. Language of the novel. E. In his first reading, the review writer was left to correct the following sentences using facts from the review. A. Manolin's parents insisted on his working with the same old fisherman. B. This novel is pure fiction. C. Hemingway's style of writing does not unfold the hidden meaning. D. the relationship between the old man and Mannalan is coarse. 176.3. Compare the points that you would use for a book review with those of the review of a play and write in your notebook. For the line, "I first read this novel years ago, when I did not understand it at all and was left unimpressed," tells us about the book reviewer's opinion about the book. Complete the following sentences using the expressions. 1. In my opinion, every hard-working person achieves success in life. 2. I strongly feel that. 3. I wish I could. 4. As far as I know you. 5. I think. 5. The review describes the struggle between the old man with the marlin and sharks, Ernest Hemingway's struggle against defeat or death and Noble's struggle against destruction. Find all the words from the text that are related to the word brave or courage. L strength LLLL 6. The review mentions struggles of both the writer, Ernest Hemingway, and the old man. Fill the incidents of struggle of Hemingway in Table A and those of the old man in Table B. Table A Ernest Hemingway Old Man Table B LLLL 7. Read the text again. You will find that the text contains many phrases. Match the phrases in A and their meanings in B. After matching their meanings, make sentences of your own. A phrases 1. Run of terrible bad luck. B meanings. A hit on a topic. 2. Draws heavily on B without being affected by a particular factor. 3. Struck a chord. C endure in difficult circumstances. 4. In spite of D a period of time when bad things happen. 5. Holding on. E makes use of 8. A. Rewrite as directed, without change of meaning, in your notebook. 1. Hemingway's novel is based on real events. Convert the underlined adjective to an adjectival clause. 2. He hooks a marlin but the marlin is too strong for him. Rewrite beginning with although. 177. 3. The reader can read his work again and again and find new layers of meaning. Begin the sentence with on reading. 4. As the novel progresses, the old man and the marlin are inseparably linked. Rewrite using progress as a noun. 5. Being strong, the marlin starts pulling the boat. Rewrite inserting and as a coordinator. 6. When I first read this novel, I was unimpressed. Rewrite using but as a coordinator. B. Write the root word after dropping the prefix or suffix or both. 1. Unable. 2. Heavily. 3. Determination. 4. Endurance. 5. Unimpressed. 6. Relationship. 7. Inseparably. 9. Beautiful. 8. Empathetic. 10. Simplicity. 9. Write a book review on any book of your choice with the help of the following points. L storyline, L social/historical content, L writing style, L my thought. 10. You know the essential points required for a book review. Now form pairs and find essential points required for a play review and film review. You can take help of your teacher, library, or the internet. Book review, play review, film review. 11. Project Classroom Library. Ask all your classmates to donate a book each to the class. In this way everyone will have a book of his/her own to read. Read the book in a week or 2. After reading it, exchange your book with your classmate. Keep exchanging and reading books for the whole year. Every fortnight give the book review of the book that you have read recently in the form of presentation. Superscript 2 Superscript 2 Superscript 2 Superscript 2 100